What's going on, my friends? We've got another CybrEats video here. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this FSD Beta. Funny enough, we're actually heading to a 7-Eleven to pick up 3 orders. It's weird. At least I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, because I see to go to 7-Eleven and then I got 3 individual names, 3 individual drop-offs below that. So this is gonna be a 3 for 1, I suppose. So let's see if the FSD Beta can handle it. It's been acting very upset, for a lack of better word, tonight. The last 2 customers I had, one that will be in a upcoming customer reactions video. Really good conversation, good experience, and you'll see the beta kind of flipping out for some strange reason that I couldn't figure out. I even pulled over afterwards, just before this trip actually, to wipe off all the cameras, and they're pretty clean. I mean, I recently washed the car, and I keep the cameras wiped down pretty frequently because it's just, you know, optimal conditions. I don't know if it's the position of the sun in the sky or the beta's just in a bad mood. But I guess we'll see how it behaves now. We're not even in assertive mode. I've actually been having really, good luck. Luck's a bad word. I've been having good performance the last couple of days on average. Chill seems to be just too stuttery to get the job done without it kind of freaking out, and assertive just makes too many unnecessary lane changes. It keeps causing failures on RoboTaxi trips, which is really annoying. So we're running average with disabled lane change on highway, because that's the best performance I've gotten the last couple of days. On the note of RoboTaxi stuff, I am finally getting caught up on all the data. It's taken way too long, but I've just had too much to do, and the amount of work that actually goes into logging that data and presenting it is pretty intense, on top of everything else I have going on, including going out of town this weekend for a family event. So not this coming Monday, because I'll be out of town, but the following Monday, you guys can expect a RoboTaxi report that'll recap all the experience I've had on 10.12, including the end of 10.11 when I was even up in Eugene and back. And I'm gonna kind of go over all the distance and performance from 10.8 to 10.10 to 10.11 to 10.12 and cumulatively, so you can see how much I've actually driven and done, especially for a lot of my new viewers and new subscribers. The channel's grown a lot since the RoboTaxi reports were coming out regularly. So it's a long overdue, and it's really been annoying to not get those out, but they're coming. So that's some good news. I've actually had some difficulty in the past with this diagonal road kind of cutting through University Heights. So it's actually doing really well with it right now. Got a bit of a disconnect on the Uber nav from Tesla nav. Now they're synced up. Uber wanted to turn back there, but Tesla's like, no, we're gonna go down Mississippi. We're stopping really far back, and this Honda behind us has about had it. It might have, yeah, it's probably the pedestrians to my right that have the pupper. Car was just being extra cautious. Can't be too upset about that. I've loved a lot of the response and feedback to these CybrEats videos. And please keep the feedback coming and let me know what you guys think of them and how they're going. It's sort of a new format with me just kind of talking to y'all versus having a customer to converse with or a challenge to judge. I've never had 3 people all ordering from the same place with separate drop-offs before, which is why I'm not exactly sure what's happening here. There actually might be 3 different restaurants. To be honest, it's because it does say first pickup, so they might not all be at 7-Eleven. So this might be a longer video. I'll try to cut out a lot of the empty space where I can, but it looks like we're gonna be going to 3 different food locations and then to 3 different customers. Man, this is gonna be wild. Hopefully, we have more success than we do failure. We have to get to the pickup for the food and then to the customer without disengagement for it to count as a success. So, we'll see. we go. So, more a nav issue than the beta issue because of the way it just, showing you on the screen here, just stops like that. There's no way for the beta to pull into the parking lot. So this is, again, one of those cases where you kind of have to mitigate expectations until the actual nav is capable of doing it entirely. So I would consider this a success. We got here to 7-Eleven without me having to disengage because the system couldn't do something, even though the final drop off or pickup spot was technically not as precise, if that makes sense. So I'll be right back with the food. Okay, this next one is like a block away, so it won't take much to get there. Kind of just get around all these people. This kind of feels a little bit like a cheat. It's the same scenario, you know, it just kind of stops in the middle of the road as the navs. I'm probably gonna have to street park for this one. So from 7-Eleven to Nozaru Ramen Bar, which should be right there. Okay, I see it. So let me get out of the way. Probably pull in just over here to the left. And then we'll get on our way to the customers. All right, and since we're on the actual road, bingo, FSD Beta. So we got about a 6-click journey, kind of heading north up to 15 for the first drop off. Of course, when we get on the highway, we'll zoom through it because no need to waste our time with the boring stuff. I'm not sure if one of the drop-offs, yeah, I think one of the drop-offs fell off. So this is actually going to be a 2 drop-off trip now from 7-Eleven and Nozaru. So understandably, the third person probably just got impatient seeing that they were going to be a third on the list. I don't blame them for it. I probably would feel the same way. So still fun. 2 customers. Can we do this? Most of this area in University Heights is pretty chill for the beta because it's pretty well lit up. Unless you get into a scenario where you're trying to cross over a street that doesn't have any stop signs, that's when the beta kind of freaks out, or honestly, more likely than freaking out, just sits there and doesn't do anything. And just kind of like, you just hear the brake pedal pulsing and it starts to kind of inch forward. And just hopefully nobody's behind you to get irritated at that point. I'm really hoping with 10.13 that we see some kind of snappier decision making that can also follow through and commit with a maneuver versus kind of stopping in the middle of the road and making you hit the throttle. We'll see. With my luck, the 10.13 download's probably gonna hit while I'm actually out of town. But you know, trust the second I get back with that, we're gonna do a lot of things. We're gonna hit the Friars Challenge and likely the Gauntlet 3-lap version. We're gonna hit the Downtown Shuffle. We're gonna probably run through the Devil's Crossroads again to see how it handles that turn. And a new challenge, thanks to another viewer, I'm gonna see if I can find a bunch of roundabouts. And actually, before 10.13, I'm gonna try to hit a certain area in La Jolla that's got a bunch of roundabouts on 10.12, so we can try to see a comparison. So that should be a lot of fun. Coming off the highway now, the system handled those lane changes quite well. These 2 Friars lane changes on the 15 have presented a challenge in the past because of how fast people are coming on from the 8. So it was nice that it handled that really well. We're going into some windy residential roads, lots of apartment complexes. We are failing to turn right though. Oh, come on, you need to correct yourself. Okay, whew. That was close. That was not looking good. Alright, follow through. There you go. Good job, good job. Not exactly sure how this end of the trip is going to go, because we have a right and then a sharp right left pull in. We'll have to see what that actually looks like. It could be an alleyway or something. Let's finish strong. This first delivery has been going well. Feels like we're going so slow through here, but this is actually the speed limit in this spot. People just fly through here much faster generally. Take it up a little bit so we can kind of get moving. Maybe make it through this light, or have to slam on the brakes. There it is. Oh no, really good gradual stop. I like that. That was nice. Now, I actually do recognize this spot. There's a 24-hour fitness up here. And the system really, I hope with 10.13 can kind of set itself up for its next move much better, because we need to be in the right lane. We're coming up. It's coming. We're still not getting over. Oh no. Are you going to last minute lane change? We got nobody to our right. There it is. Man, we're changing right now. Ooh, the car is freaking out. It is. Yep, see, you messed up. Come on, get over. There's a truck coming up on us. Man, so sloppy. I didn't have to take over, but that was bad. That was really bad. And actually, whoa, good reaction. Oh man, I thought I was gonna have to take over there. That door just came flying open. That was really good on the car's part. Okay, now can we make this left? Hey, all right, we are tearing through this. A little too fast, buddy. We got some speed bumps, diagonal speed bumps. Yeah, and we're registering that we're here. Well, that was a rather scary last few seconds. Success! So I'm gonna go figure out what apartment or unit this person's in, and we'll get to the next trip. All right. So we're heading to the second delivery now. And I'm gonna just, since we had decent enough performance through here, we're gonna activate immediately. And we're just gonna tear forward. Jeez. Oh, actually, I don't like this. Really hard. Right, okay. I can take a chill pill. That wasn't so bad. All right, now we got pedestrians to the right. It's waiting to figure out where they're going. Nobody coming in cars or anything. There we go. Good job. See, that was actually really good. It didn't take too long to process. It needed to move. And it, you know, I didn't feel like there was any lag or pressure to like, come on, go, go, go. I didn't have to give it any throttle or anything. And the good thing about getting sequential drop-offs is usually the logistics are pretty good. Hold on. There you go. Now you need to go. Come on, come on, go, 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 go. See, this is bad. We're just kind of pausing here. Okay. Well, kind of close. Anyway, when there's usually a subsequent order, the logistics are good enough to kind of put them side by side. So that's good. We need to get over. This is the part that's really aggravating me, is the lack of planning ahead, because we are coming up to this right. I've got an SUV coming up on my right. Come on, get over, get over. Last minute. That needs to be rectified. That is just, oy. Again, I think, you know, priority placed on navigational accuracy and kind of preloading the maneuvers rather than waiting to the last minute. Well, we'll see what comes with the new update. Come on, let's go. This is weird, kind of a merge lane scenario. So we got a median here immediately upon this right. Okay, cool, didn't freak out. It's kind of hit or miss with that. Looks like we got some really sharp speed bumps, and the speed limiter was like saying 70K through here, which is a big no. Okay, okay, okay. Relax, relax. Give yourself enough clearance. Cool, no curbing the wheels. Diagonal speed bumps. God, I hate those. All right. And we are pretty much at the end of the navigation, so I gotta go on foot and hunt down the exact apartment number for this customer. But not bad, not bad. Little nerve-wracking and uncomfortable, but hey, it did it. 2 for 2. All right, wrapping up some closing thoughts. That was really good. 2 for 2 on a double order. Full success. So I can't wait to see how this does in, you know, future delivery videos. Let me know what you guys think. I'm having a lot of fun with seeing how the beta handles delivery. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.